Hey, Wembley World Entertainment, and Super Bowl Sunday has come and gone, and pretty much no real good trailers dropped. None for any of the big things you would expect. Sure, we had a Scream 7 trailer and a new Minions trailer, which is like Minions 3 or 4. But where were the big ones? Well, we know a lot of the studios were skipping the Super Bowl because why wouldn't they when they wanted to be paid $10 million for a 30-second trailer. Disney took the bait though and dropped a new Mandalorian trailer. However, it's not exactly a trailer. In fact, people are now looking at it and going, what the hell was that? Seriously, is this a joke? Like, this thing plays off more like a Budweiser commercial than a trailer for a movie, and if this is meant to get people hyped, yeah, it's definitely not going to do it. We are going to take a look at it, and keep in mind, people, they spent $10 million on this little trailer. That's, well, have a look at it and make your own mind up.
Sometimes we choose our path. Other times the path chooses us. Through it all, we keep pushing forward, driven by a deeper purpose, guided by an unseen force. The journey never gets any easier. The bond just gets harder to break. This is the way.
Only in theaters and IMAX May 22nd.
Alright, there you go. What is that? What is it meant to be? Is it meant to be a riff on the Budweiser commercials, or is it actually a serious promotion for this movie? Because that's not going to get people pumped to go, oh, I need to see this movie now. The only thing missing from the end of that was the Budweiser logo. Like, seriously, like, is it meant to be a riff on the Budweiser Christmas ads or something? I don't know. But let's have a look at an article that even is like, yeah, we got a big GameSpot, but it's not what we were expecting. So it's saying the first trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu was released last September. With the movie's May release now looming, the hope had been that Disney and Lucasfilm would share a new look at it during the Super Bowl. Well, a new big game TV spot has been released, but it plays more like a regular commercial. Featuring narration from actor Sam Elliott, we find Din Djarin and Grogu making their way through a snowy landscape, likely hot, pulled along by two tauntauns. So the voiceover from Elliott says this: sometimes we choose our path, other times the path chooses us. Through it all, we keep pushing forward, driven by a deeper purpose, guided by an unseen force. The journey never gets any easier, the bond just gets harder to break. This is the way. So that's what the narration for the commercial says. As marketing goes, it's a unique and, what they say here, clever teaser, is it? Albeit not one likely to get most Star Wars fans excited about returning to this galaxy far, far away when the franchise returns to theaters this summer. However, we'd bet on a full trailer being right around the corner. If nothing else, this preview will get people talking. So, teasing Din Djarin and Grogu's dynamic, Jon Favreau said, that central relationship as they go off and face adventure together, that's the underpinning of the film. Star Wars is always about progression and growth and characters evolving, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. It's about apprenticeship. It's about one generation teaching the next. There's more growth that happens over the course of the film. Okay, Favreau, that is like one of these weird statements where you look at a Disney Star Wars movie and go, where did any of that happen? There was no growth. There was no evolving. Like, Rey comes in all powerful and ends all powerful. She didn't grow or learn or anything throughout the movies. We're talking about a bounty hunter and a 50-year-old baby who can't speak as of yet. I guarantee you, the end of this movie, he will speak, and I guarantee you his first words will be either dad or father. It'll be either way. Din Djarin he'll look at him as a father. And by the way, Once this little green bastard starts speaking, that's the facade of him being Baby Yoda gone. Like, that ruins the character. So, and they're gonna have to have him speaking, but what's Din Djarin supposed to teach a mini Jedi? And what's a mini Jedi supposed to teach a bounty hunter? Like, their whole motto and saying for the show is, this is the way. So clearly whatever Din Djarin's doing is meant to be the way. That's meant to be the best thing. But this TV spot, number one, like, again, it does not get you excited for the movie. In fact, it makes you question the movie and the tactics to promote it when this is the second thing you release for it. And it's like, what in God's name are you thinking? But then you add on the fact that they've now spent $10 extra million on this TV spot. That goes into the marketing budget for this movie. You keep that in mind. So whatever budget they had for marketing, you now are adding an extra 10 million towards for the Super Bowl commercial. That's insane. And keep that in mind with every movie that debuted a trailer at the Super Bowl. The likes of Scream 7, Minions 3 or 4, whichever one it is, Disclosure Day, all that stuff. I think, didn't Toy Story 5 have a trailer at it as well? I've seen nothing about that, but I think they were meant to drop the Toy Story 5 trailer. But you're like, if you drop the full trailer, you're spending upwards of 30 million. Well, at least that used to be the price tag. So if the price tag of the 30-second went from 5 million to 7.5 million, now to 10 million, I'm sure the full trailer is well over 30 million. You're probably spending more like 80 million. So Disney has spent big to promote this movie before they've even truly started to promote the movie. So, like, the money they're now going to end up having to recoup for this movie is going to be a joke. And let's face it, Grogu, Mandalorian and Grogu is going to struggle. Like, I'm calling it out. I still think this movie will struggle to hit 400 million. Because people are going to look at it and go, like, is this the 4th season? Like, do we have to watch the previous 3 seasons to watch this? And the fact of the matter is, not just will you have to watch 3 seasons of The Mandalorian to watch this, you'll have to watch at least 2 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. So, I don't get what the idea was behind this, especially being the fact that it's a trailer that plays off like a Budweiser ad. It's like, what were you thinking? Seriously, what were you thinking? This makes no sense. Why would you do that? You should already have, like, everyone's been calling this out and saying this about the Super Bowl when it comes to the commercials, is all these studios should just be putting them on YouTube anyway. Number one, you're going to reach a wider audience. And people will, like, push back against that. What do you mean? The Super Bowl's seen the world over? Yeah, most places do show the Super Bowl. Do you know what they don't show? The commercials. When the Super Bowl goes to the commercials in the US and you get all the movie trailers and Budweiser ads and car ads and what's they called, GoDaddy.com and all those commercials, we don't see any of that. They go back to pundits in studios, or they just go to our regular TV adverts. We don't see any of these adverts. So they're spending 10 million to show a trailer that only the US is seeing. Everyone outside the US is not seeing those trailers until they drop on social media or YouTube. So you really have to ask, with a trailer like this or advert, whatever they want to call it, you really do have to say, was it worth spending the 10 million on? Because people are looking at it going, what the hell was that? And at the end of the day, we only get to see it through YouTube, where Disney would be earning some cash off of putting it on there. But what do you guys think of the trailer? Or did you even see it? Well, of course you've seen it if you're in this bloody video, but did you see it at the Super Bowl and whatnot? Let me know on what you think about it. Does it get you excited? That's the cat going nuts, just so you know. He's just lost his goddamn mind. But let me know what you think of it, and especially the fact that they spent $10 million on it. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.